Welcome to the B&B Show, Barriers and Breakthroughs, with your host, Rochelle Payne-Baum, the Pain Whisperer, a show that talks about how to fix your pain. So get ready for the B&B Show.
Barriers and Breakthroughs.
All right, so here we are on the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. I'm Rochelle Payne-Baum. Yes, I'm the Pain Whisperer. And we are here again every Thursday evening at 8 o'clock because we like to do Facebook Lives with really cool guests. And I always like to talk a little bit about what barriers people have and the breakthroughs they have. That's what I've had a lot of times in my life, especially being the Pain Whisperer. If any of you have pain or know anybody that has pain, that's what I like to do, is help you fix your pain. A good physical therapist, like myself, in a humble way, helps people fix their pain. A good people will teach you how to fix yourself. So anybody that has shoulder pain, neck pain, back pain, hip, knee, ankle pain, then message me on Facebook, send them my way, tell them, hey, I know Rochelle Payne-Baum, she's the Pain Whisperer. I'd love to help you. We also have a sponsor for the Barriers and Breakthroughs show, Racer's Edge Hand Car Wash. They're in Pearland, 1980 Country Place Parkway. You can Google them. All hand car wash. If you go in this next week and say that you listen to the Barriers and Breakthroughs show, the B&B show, you get a free hand deluxe car wash. So go in there, Racer's Edge, they're one of our sponsors. And then we're also at Jerry Flores' Dreamlight Production Studio. We like to thank Jerry. He's super awesome with his awesome studio. But to get to our wonderful guest, today we have Trisha Stetzel. And I'm super excited because she's inspired me in a lot of ways. Also because I have dogs and I have pets, and she's an expert with pets. So if you've noticed any of our Facebook things, you'll see that she's really good with pets. And I want her to tell us a little bit about that and what her expertise is. So hopefully you'll learn something today. Welcome, Trisha.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you. We just have a fun joke. Okay, if you want to message us, let us know whose joke is better. Okay? So you want to go first?
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. So, why do you have to be careful when it's raining dogs and cats?
Okay, I don't know. Why?
Because you might step in a poodle.
Oh, that's good. I love that. Okay.
All right, your
turn. I like
turn.
that. Yeah. Okay, why aren't there too many card players in the jungle?
I don't know.
There's too many cheetahs. Okay, that's good.
That was good.
That was good.
All
right. Hopefully you guys laughed a little bit because it's always fun to laugh. But anyway, so Trisha, tell us a little bit about your pet business, because I have a lot of dogs and we travel, so I always needed someone to watch our dogs for us. So let us know kind of how you got started with pets, and we also know each other from BNI, and so yeah, go ahead and get started.
So Rochelle, I think you and I met, probably 6 or 7 years ago for the first time. It's been a very long time ago. So yeah. I do own a pet sitting business, Fetch Pet Care of Clear Lake. We take care of pets when people are out on vacation or working in town and need their dog walked during the day. We also take care of cats.
Cats too?
Yes, we do.
I put pigs and horses, but not those.
Pigs. Well, actually, I do have somebody who can help with farm animals.
Okay.
So that's a good thing, too.
You're expanding.
Right? Yeah,
awesome.
Exactly.
Okay.
And especially where we are, we do have some clients in Alvin that live on a farm. So, so pet sitting business is 12 years old. Which is really fantastic. And we've grown from just having, I have grown from having just that one business. 2 years ago, I purchased another pet sitting business in the area. So right now, I have 2 pet sitting businesses.
And the name of that one?
That one is Homeward Bound Total Wellness.
Okay. Homeward Bound Total Wellness. So now we're getting wellness for pets as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, so we take care of animals that are post-surgery. Also animals that may need extra care, as in insulin or fluids, those sorts of things, so that we can help the clients and they're not having to transport the pets back and forth to the vet.
Wow, that's really important information. We just had our dog have her hysterectomy done.
Okay.
And so she had a little bit of complications, so that's that was stressing out my family and my husband.
Sure.
So that's really good to know. And you do CPR because it sounds like you're even more into, the medical side of pet care too.
I am, yes, absolutely. So I have another business. I'm a certified pet CPR and first aid instructor, and I teach classes about once a month to pet parents and pet professionals. It just really depends on, who needs the class. I do travel, but most of our classes are in the Clear Lake area.
Okay. Do you have an experience about using CPR on a dog? I've had a couple dogs die, and now that you mentioned that, I was like, I wonder if that could have helped.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the reasons I became an instructor, I was trained in pet CPR already, and I had an incident with an animal, one of my own animals, who she was very tiny. She got dropped on her little noggin, and she had a seizure and went into either cardiac or respiratory arrest, and I was able to save her, which was pretty amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so are you putting your mouth on their mouth?
Yeah, it's mouth to snout.
Mouth to snout.
It
Wow.
is. Yeah, on the little ones, you actually put your mouth over their whole snout and their mouth. On the bigger
Kinda
ones,
like a
like your
baby.
dogs, your big dogs, you would just over the snout.
snout.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I've had many of my students come back and give me feedback that they were able to save animals as well. So.
That is so cool. That is something I have not learned, and that would be very interesting to learn. How long does that take? Is that a one-day thing, kind of like your
It is.
CPR?
It's a 5-hour class.
5-hour class.
It
Okay.
is. Yes.
So they can contact you for the class?
They can, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. So the contact information at the end of the show will actually be my the contact information that they can reach me for that as well.
All right.
Yeah, and we do have for those of you who have taken human CPR classes, you have a Resusci Annie. I have a Casper.
Okay.
So we use the Casper, and it's a lot of hands-on training during the class.
I think there's a picture of Casper there. That's like the dog, dummy dog.
It is.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
so
right.
his name is Casper. Very cool. Well, I might just do that because I've never done that before. Any of you guys, have you been CPR trained? I put that on Facebook, so my husband and I will probably be one of your first
All right.
or additional clients for that.
That's
So
great.
That's good to know. Okay, so now you're also on the board of
I am. I volunteer with Second Chance Pets.
an adoption.
Yes, and it's
Okay.
we do not have a facility. It's an all foster organization, so we depend on all of our fosters to home the pets.
Okay.
And we actually have our biggest fundraising event coming up in March 28th. It's on a Thursday night. We have a dinner at Lakewood Yacht Club. If you're interested in that, certainly they can contact me for that as well. All of the proceeds from that event go back to help save the animals for Second Chance Pets.
All right, the Lakewood Yacht Club, is that in
Seabrook?
Seabrook area?
It
Okay.
is.
That sounds really exciting. It'll be fun.
It is. It's a lot of
So,
fun.
any of you that have dogs or cats as well that want to go to that,
Yeah.
they just pay for the dinner?
Yeah,
Okay.
so the tickets are $65 a piece,
Okay.
which gets dinner. We have a silent auction, a wine pull, and we have a 50-50 raffle this year, which is going to be very exciting too.
Very cool.
Yes.
Okay, well that's exciting. So that's a Thursday evening.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll post that on there, or is that, yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can do that later on Facebook, so we'll repost that so y'all
Okay.
know when it's coming up.
Perfect.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your life, a little, what decided to help you become an entrepreneur, being a mom as well, and you've traveled, were you in the military?
I
a
was,
little bit?
yeah.
Okay.
So I was in the military for 8 years. I was a crypto tech. We always tease.
Cryptocurrency?
No.
No?
No, different. But
Okay.
it kind of IT field.
Okay.
So I lived in Okinawa, Japan, and Hawaii
Wow.
as well, which is
Do you
really nice.
speak Japanese?
No, but our son spoke Japanese while we were there. He was
Wow.
3 when we left there, and he went to Montessori school in Okinawa.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Wow,
it was a
that's
really
so
great
cool.
experience. It really was.
Yeah. That's
Out
awesome.
of when I got out of the military, I went to work for corporate America, as
Okay.
do many people. And
Yeah.
I worked for corporate America for almost 10 years when I decided to quit and my husband, wonderful man that he is, afforded me the opportunity to quit my job and open a business.
And so that's why you did the pet care.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yes, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing.
I mean, who does? Honestly, honestly, until you do something, I mean, you can theorize all you want, but really, I mean, it's good to read books and stuff, but like, until you're doing something, you know, you just don't learn until you actually
That's
do
absolutely true. You know, in my newfound love, if you will, of helping people, I found that, you know, most people who open a business, as did I, do it because they love what they're doing. They love baking pies, or they love petting, you know, being with animals, or they, you know, they love helping people. But we don't always know how to actually run a business, and that's important.
Yeah, very good. What was one of the barriers that you had? Was it lack of information? Is it, you know, employees? I know labor's difficult sometimes.
Absolutely. So
you said the 3 T's, which I thought was interesting.
For
time,
a team, and bottom line, revenue, right, are all usually the biggest pain points for most business owners. So I spent, so my business is 12 years old now. I spent the first 5 years not really understanding or knowing how to run a business.
You did it all yourself, kind of thing?
I did. I was pet sitting. I was doing the books. I was, you know, dealing with the clients. I was answering the phones. And right around that mid-mark, the 5-year mark, I decided that I needed some help, and I reached out and got people to help me with my phones and take care of my books, and, you know, really got into running the business from the outside, right, versus being in the business all of the time. And it made a huge difference, not only with my business, but with my life, and being able to you know, step out of that business and be a normal person, and be a mom, and be, you know, a caregiver to my mother who came to live with us, and be a good wife and a good caretaker of my own animals, and be able to spend time at home.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, and until you actually do that, you know, it's hard to because you want to control everything, but you do have to let go, you know, and trust. I mean, some of the things I've learned is like, you have to trust people. You have to trust they're going to do it. I mean, you have to give them that instead of like, and it's the same with being a parent, right? You have to trust your kids to try and do something. And same with the business. And, you know, I guess if they don't do it, then you find somebody else. But
that's right. It's absolutely true. I think the thing that I find most business owners struggle with the most is letting the control go. We all want to control everything that's happening with our businesses.
Yeah.
And if we think to ourselves, if we relinquish that control to someone else, it's not going to get done the way we want it done.
Yeah.
Right? And sometimes we have to get over that. We have to hire the right people and let them excel in those positions. A lot of times we don't give people the opportunity to show us how good they are.
Sure.
Because we're so scared of letting go of that control.
Or maybe learn something from them that you didn't think that because of their thinking.
Absolutely true.
Yeah. Very cool. So now you've kind of moved from your pet to doing something to really help people with their businesses, which is a new business. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So pet sitting business is 12 years old. New pet sitting business is 2 years old. I've been a pet CPR instructor for 7 years.
Okay.
3 years ago, I left BNI to go and reinvent myself, and I knew that I wanted to go and help people. So I first got my personal trainer certification, and then I got my fitness nutrition certification, and then I got my senior fitness certification, and alongside of that decided that I wanted to help business owners grow their businesses. So became a certified focal point business coach. The difference there is the material that we have that we can use with our clients, and so now I'm out helping people grow their businesses and really sharing my story and the struggles that I had, because I didn't have someone to talk to. I didn't have someone to guide me.
A mentor kind of
That's
person.
right. Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that people don't understand, the difference between coaching and having a consultant come in. A consultant will actually come in and hand you the guidebook and say, go do this. The coach comes in and actually holds you accountable and holds your hand or holds your arm and gives you an ear, right? So that you have somebody to talk to business owners are lonely, I find. They don't have anybody that they feel comfortable sharing their story with or telling the truth.
The truth about the business. Yeah, that's really insightful for that. Yeah. Great. So we had Cherise Schwartz. She's a physical therapist joining us. So thanks for joining us, Cherise. And Andrew as well. Thanks, Andrew, for jumping on with our Barriers and Breakthroughs show. So how do you, what does that look like? If I'm a business owner, do I do a seminar with you, or we do one-on-one, or how does that look for?
So there's there's really three facets to the business. One of the things that I can do is one-to-one coaching. So you as the business owner would come to me and say, I need help, and I would build a plan for you. We would build a plan together, and we would meet every single week. You would have homework. It's hard work. It's not easy.
You have to hold them accountable.
That's right. Like well, and at the end of that, I want you to be able to say, you did that. It was yours. It belongs to you. You have skin in the game, right? Because you're the one doing all the homework. So that's the one-to-one coaching. The second facet is group coaching. Let's say, for instance, we had a group of chiropractors. I told you earlier I've been out interviewing chiropractors to try and figure out what their hot buttons are and how I can help them. If I have a group of people in the same industry, I can do group coaching. So it's more of a collaborative effort in a particular industry where we're coaching together every month.
So most people would think that's like competing if you're all in the same industry. So what does that look like for everybody of the same industry?
So it really,
how does that entice them to want to do it?
Of course. So it's really about sharing that story, because they're in the same industry. They share a lot of times the same issues, the same hot buttons, and they can share their stories with each other and really help each other get through those barriers, right? And have a breakthrough. Yeah. Right? So that's the group coaching. And then the third facet is training. It could be, at a personal level, something like time management training for you as a person, and not necessarily as a business owner. But I can also do corporate training as well. So there's a broad range of trainings that I can do.
So you can teach like the workers, the boss,
absolutely,
or general manager or whatever. And
yes.
So it's more like a team sort of.
That's right. Yeah, we
approach.
And a lot of times when we come in and we're coaching the business owner, they have us come back in and coach the staff. And it could be sales, it could be behavioral wise, it could be just about anything that they need help with.
So I know as a business owner, like there's probably a little barrier of pride, right? Like, I know I can do this, How would somebody know how to approach you, or when that they should ask for help? Is it when they don't have any money, or I guess you said so time management, if they don't have any time, or they don't have the workers,
or they have high turnover, or even conflict in the workplace.
Bottom line.
Or they're just not growing fast enough, or they just don't have the kind of cash flow that they're looking for. I would say engaging with someone like me or someone who does business coaching is very hard. It is very hard to get over that asking for help.
Yeah, I need help.
Yeah, it really is. What people need to understand is if they engage with a great coach, it's a safe place, right? It's a place where they can go and talk about all of the things that they feel like they haven't done right and get the kind of feedback that they need. Not negative, but the kind of feedback that they need in a way of improving themselves, right? It's a safe space, and I think that's really important for business owners to understand, is it's not somebody judging you. It's not somebody sitting across the table saying, you did this wrong, right? It's, okay, here's where we are, here's where you want to go. How are we going to get there?
That's really good. So for instance, because it becomes like a neutral person, right? Where you're not feeling judged.
Absolutely.
You have, your boss and then your manager, or, a husband and wife team as well, where somebody comes in and so it's not anybody's fault, right? It's like this is what we need to do together. So that's really, that's what it feels like you're saying that would be helpful.
Absolutely.
And that's what I see.
It is, and because business owners, it's very hard for them to admit, number one, that they need help, and number two, that maybe they did something wrong on the way, right?
Yeah, which is every business. I've made so many mistakes, really, and that's sort of how you learn as well, but it would be good to have a little coaching that you don't keep making the same mistakes. Or
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very cool. So, so that's what Focal Point is.
It is.
Is
yes.
that your business that you like?
It is. My husband and I are partners in the business,
very
and
cool.
it's called Focal Point Business Coaching and Training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Tell me a little bit about your husband, because you haven't said much about him. And I know, like, my husband's a lot behind the scenes, like, not behind the scenes, but he's a lot of who I am because of who he is. So,
Of course. Yeah. Absolutely.
what does your husband do? 'Cause I don't know that.
So my husband's name is Dennis, and I met him.
Hey,
in the
Dennis, I hope you're watching.
He better be. So
Yeah.
we met in the military.
Okay.
And we've been together for 27 years.
Woohoo!
I know, that's awesome, right?
Awesome. That's
So he and I have had the same jobs and very competitive with each other up until I left corporate America and opened the pet sitting business.
Oh, wow.
And here we are 12 years later, merging ourselves back into the coaching business. The interesting thing is, like you said about you and your husband, my husband and I feed off of each other as well. You know, when we met each other, we were very different people, and I found that over the years we have become more similar to each other, and we've taken the good things from each other and learned that
that's
behavior.
really cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
it's good.
Yeah. And that sort of happened with me and my husband. So we've been together 25 years.
All right.
Not as long as you, but- and the time has gone by so fast. But honestly, like, that's really a super satisfying thing in our marriage, is learning new things together. And he's that kind of person. He wants to keep learning and as well and improving. And thank goodness, you know, he's a great dad too with all our kids. And so that's really cool. We have to meet each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our husbands need to meet.
I know. It seems like they would like each
Yeah,
other.
that would be great.
So.
And our mission is really to help people in the community who are helping other people, which is why we love to help people in the health and wellness industry.
Yeah.
Because they're out helping people, and we want to
Yeah.
help them help people.
Very cool. That's why you're chiropractors.
Yes.
So physical therapists. I can help take care of, like,
Yes.
I have a lot of physical therapists, nurses.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
So we're gonna need to start working together.
Okay.
Isn't that what's great? Like, you should like this show, because really we haven't talked to each other we saw each other 3 weeks ago and it had been years.
Yes.
I mean, we sometimes, I guess I see you on Facebook or something. But anyway, hooking up again. I'm
Yeah,
super
that's
excited
great.
about how you can help us, because we have several businesses too. And yeah, I'm excited about that.
I am too.
So.
And I might get to meet your dogs eventually.
Oh, yeah. Presa Canaris? I mean,
I
really,
know,
like,
they're beautiful.
Okay, my husband's the president of the Doggo Canary Club, so that's a separate of America business, you know,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy. But yeah, you'll have to see our dogs. They're really fun.
Good.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
good quality too. And so yeah, maybe some of your workers can help us out when we are on
of course.
vacation.
Yeah,
Very cool.
absolutely.
So tell everybody again, how do we get a hold of you?
Okay.
And what is email best? Just getting on your website, so your website helps.
Yeah, so
Sign up?
Yeah, so a few things. I think at the end of the show, we're going to throw up my telephone number, email address, and the website. All of them are great ways to contact me. Shoot me an email. You can call. The number that's up there is my cell phone. I'm happy to take any of those phone calls. You can even text me, but please sign your name so I know who you are. And I did want to mention I have a time management workshop coming up in March,
Great.
on March 22nd,
Good. Okay.
which is a
I'm in
Friday.
town.
It's a lunch and learn, and it's at the
Super
Lakewood
cool.
Yacht Club.
Again, at the Lakewood. I've got to go to this
It is at the Lakewood Yacht Club. So it's a 2-hour. It's 11 to 1.
Okay.
We're serving lunch, and you get a workbook. It's $35, so it just really to cover
Okay.
lunch and the workbook. And
Sign me up.
you'll learn
I'm coming.
some
So.
really great stuff about saving yourself time,
Yeah.
so that you can spend it doing the things that you really enjoy.
Okay, all of you gals that are listening, I know you moms too. I have a lot of friends that are moms. Let's do time management. It's Friday. Fridays are great days. Okay, so sign up. $35. That's good. And you get a manual or a book,
Yeah, a
you said?
workbook.
A
Yeah, a workbook and lunch. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna put that on the calendar.
All right.
So the 22nd of March, and I'll be in town.
Great.
That'll
Thank
be
you.
awesome.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
awesome.
curious what your son does. Does he do a business? Does he work with you at the business as well?
No, he doesn't. So he's 27.
Okay.
He was in the military, which we had not expected. He spent 6 years in the Coast Guard, so he served our country as well. He got
awesome.
out of the Coast Guard and went to work for a great company. Spent maybe 3 or 4 months there. Decided he didn't want to go work for corporate America, so he
Following his parents' footsteps.
right. I'm telling you. So he got accepted to University of Houston, and he just graduated in December. And he's moved to Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
And by the way, we're going skiing there next weekend.
Yes. Oh, great. Oh, I love skiing.
Yeah.
I grew up skiing, so that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm excited
Very
about
good.
that. Yeah, and he's got lots of opportunities in front of him, which is great.
Really cool. So he
Yeah.
sounds like a good snatch.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, my husband went to University of Houston. It's a great school.
Great.
So
Yeah.
very cool.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you've been on our show. What advice, of course, would you give somebody that's just starting a business? You know, since you went on that leap of faith and just started your business, what's the best way to start? I mean, of course, they can use you for coaching, but what kind of advice would you give?
The best piece of advice that I could give is have goals, write them down, read them,
Okay.
and be true to them every single day.
Very good. Okay. Write your goals down. How many goals? Like,
At least 10.
I want to be a millionaire, and like,
Of course.
every day.
Whatever's top of mind. And if you want to write new goals the next day and the next day and the next day, you can absolutely do that, but start with 10.
Okay. 10 goals.
It's easy.
That's easy.
And how many people have their goals written down? Not very many.
Well, I know they say if you don't write it down, then it won't.
That's
get
right.
done.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
yeah.
write your goals down and be true to them and go after your dreams.
Yeah. One thing I know you remember this. What gets measured
Gets done.
done. So that's really good advice. So we'll have to. I'll renew that. I usually do goals and text. I was telling you, I text myself, I email myself, or I put in Evernote. But reviewing them every day, that's something I can learn and do better. So,
Absolutely.
and you can do that too, right? You guys? Okay, good. All right, so, yes, but
I'm waiting for the push-up challenge. I'm worried.
no, yeah, let's do some push-ups.
Okay.
It's for fun.
All right.
Yeah. Because you
Okay.
lift weights.
I do.
Okay.
All right.
You're good. Like
Yeah,
you
I'm
do
okay.
squats, you do bench, you do
I
like
can do all that.
not wimpy weights.
Not
Like,
wimpy weights.
Women should not do wimpy weights.
No, they shouldn't. But you
Yes,
have
you
to let
know
me
that.
do push-ups on my knees tonight.
That's okay.
I'm not sure my boots will work.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got your nice boots on.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
But I can still do push-ups.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do like the kickboxing thing where you like.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
You mind grabbing that? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's do it. We didn't show any of your doggy videos, did we?
We didn't. Did we do? It's
Oh
okay.
my goodness. Okay.
We can put them up. We
We'll
can put the
post them up
videos
later.
up. Yeah. Underneath.
Okay,
It's
cool.
all good. All right. You ready?
All right.
Do you have enough room?
Yep. Where's the music? Dum 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 dum
Okay.
dum dum. Okay, so hang on. Okay. Okay, so when we go down, then you're gonna go this.
Okay.
So your right hand and my right hand.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Down. Left. Okay. Cool. Let's see if we can do 10. 3. Oh. 4. 5. How you doing? 6.
I'm good.
7. Good. No shoulder pain, right?
Nope.
8. Oh, nice. 9. And 10. Yeehaw! Good job.
Thank you.
Awesome. You're welcome. Fun stuff, y'all. So hopefully you learned something new today. And on the Barriers and Breakthroughs show. And
Yeah, we're out of breath and sweating.
yeah, I'm okay. I'm not sweating too much. Okay. But thanks for joining us. So we like to just bring people on that hopefully you learned something from today. Trisha is super awesome. I'm going to go to the time management workshop, the fundraiser. I should be able to make that one. And pet sitting. So she's just going to be somebody I'd turn to. So I hope you guys look her up and learn something new and improve in your businesses and entrepreneurship. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
All right.
Tune in next week, Thursday. If you know anybody that wants to be on the show, that would be great on the show, that's had barriers and breakthroughs, Facebook message me or, send them my way. We'd love to have them on. So have a good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.